Hi all, welcome back again. So today we will jump into the topics of configuring the main entities of material master such as industry sector and material type and output format for material numbers. So all this we will cover today. Okay, so I'll just so first thing is whenever there is a material, so we have to define what type of material it is. Okay, so for this there is a menu path which I'll follow. SPRO. So every configuration comes through this SPRO path. So we have to be very clear on what path we select. So click on SAP reference IMG and we have to go to logistics general. So until last class we were dealing with enterprise structure. So we have configured all the enterprise structures. So let me put that screen as well. Hope my screen is visible. Yeah, so we have created a company, we have created a company code, we have created a credit control area, all these financial entities. Later we have created a plant, purchasing organization, storage location, and we have assigned each and every entities accordingly. All the company code to company, plant to a company code, purchase organization to a plant, and storage location as well. I missed writing one. Assigned storage location to plant as well. Okay, so today we will create material type. Okay, industry sector. So basically what I'm trying to tell here is, so let me go back one step. Whenever trying to create a material in transaction MM01, later part of the training, so you can see there is a material field, there is a industry field, there is a material type field, and we have much more entities and fields once we enter into these steps after giving the proper entries. So basically all those which are required for a material to get created in SAP, so those steps we will be configuring today. Let me go back to SPRO, go to SAP reference IMG. So we have done with our work on enterprise structure. So now we are under material management module. So we'll go to logistics general. It's here. Expand the section to basic settings. Okay. So you have to go to material master. We have to go to basic settings. All right. And we have a material type section here. And click on define attributes of material types. Okay, so you can see there are already available entries for material types such as OROH1212, so something for waste, something for a finished product, a raw materials, etc. So these are already available system, either created by someone, and also it includes the standard ones. So now what I'll do, I'll create a new entry. Okay, so I get a message stating copy an existing material type. So I'll use the one which is properly done. There's something for AFRT. Okay, something finished product ANYF also. Finished product Apple. Not sure how many people have used this. Let me check AFRT. When I click on copy as, so here the existing entries from AFRT material type are copied. So now you have to provide your material type here. So I'll just give, since I'm using MN for most of my creations such as plant storage location, so what I'll do, I'll give MN07. Okay, and I'll provide a description. MN07 material type. Okay, so field reference is for finished product, so I just keep all the entries as it is. Material is configurable. External purchase orders, you can see there is already option of 1 and 2, that means external purchase allowed. Yes, standard price, account category reference is 0009, and we also got some checkbox, like if we have to update the quantity or value, it will be as per the valuation area. And what views should be available in material master while we create in MM01 are all specified here. The ones which are marked in blue will be visible when we are creating a MM01. Just click on enter. Click on enter again. You can see 584 fields copied. Click on OK. So now our trail is copied. Click on save. Click on OK for the transport request to get created. And we are done. It was saved. And we can see MN07 is available here. Let me mark it. Material type is MN07. Okay, and once this is done, just select this and double click on quantity or value updating. So here, based upon our valuation area, so valuation area is nothing but a plant itself. Okay, so our valuation area is, let me find it, MN01. MN01. Okay, so you can see, usually when we are creating material type, make sure whatever plant you are using for your testing, quantity update and value update should be checked accordingly. Okay, so this helps in proper posting of codes or later invoice receipts. So without this, it will give you an error, and later you have to come and change the checkboxes here. So we will show you how the errors come if these are not checked, but as of now, for your valuation area, which is equal to plant, so it is MN01, and what is your material group, sorry, material type, it is MN07. So I am just checking the checkboxes for quantity update and value update. So save it. Let me check. It was saved. Okay, so next we will be doing, so new material type is done. So if, since someone who is looking on a consultant role can always use this menu path in the SPRO transaction. There is also a shortcut which is via transaction, so you can do it via OMS2. But the more and more you use SPRO, the more and more extra fields and entities and tree structures you will be able to memorize for your interviews or for your practice. Okay, so the next one is, let me check, it should define output format for material numbers. Okay, so before that I will show you if this MN07, whatever material type we have created, is available in the entries in SAP while creation of MM01. So slash n MM01, you can see this is a material type field. Let me check under this section, do we have MN01? Yeah, sorry, MN07. Okay, so the entry is configured now. Now you can see that whenever we are creating a material, there is some sort of digits or length of a material which is displayed. For example, material 1 2 3 4 5 created. So to determine what is the exact length of the material, so that configuration we will be doing it now. So it is called output format for material numbers. So same case, go to SP arrow, SAP reference IMG. As I said, it should be under logistics general, under material master, and directly have in the basic settings, define output format of material numbers. Click on execute. Okay, so you can see material number length is set to 18 as of now. So let me change it to 6. Click on OK and it's saved. That means my material, whatever is created, will allow maximum of up to 6 digits. It will not allow 7 digits. Let me note it down. Sector output for 6. What is the next thing? So we have defined the attributes as well. Now we will define number ranges for material type. Number ranges means, for example, we have 6 digits of total length of a material, and how these number ranges should be defined. For example, what series? Okay, for that we already have a transaction code /mmnr. You can see, you can display the intervals, you can edit the intervals, display the intervals. So you can see there are some number ranges. So what I'll do, I'll edit the intervals. Check. Number ranges are filled here. If not, we can just provide a number range number here on the next field, and there is an option of selecting assign number ranges automatically, so that option is not visible here. Let me check and go back here. Change groups, change documents. Not this. Okay, the number ranges are also already maintained. If someone deletes it, or if I delete and do some changes, I will let you know in the next class. So number ranges are already available. Let me note it down. Usually there is an edit option. I'm not sure why it's not coming here. There's there is an option, free intervals. Yeah, so this was what I was checking. Click on OK. So I have number ranges, so I'll just select this and then try to save. It is on non-numeric intervals. No free intervals were found. Yeah, so I think it's already maintained. Let someone delete it, or I will delete it later and show in the next class. Okay, the number ranges are done. Just for your attention, let me show how it is done. Okay. So let me try through MM SPRO as well once. SAP reference IMG. Go to logistics general and we navigate to material master. It's basic settings. Define number ranges for each material type. Let me check this one. Now we are in the same field. I'm not sure. To the third one, change groups. Okay, sorry, we go to the change groups, which is our finished product AJFT AFRT. So we selected MN07. Let me check if I have that MN. Yeah, MN07 is a material type. Select a group. On name intervals, non-numeric. Select the first one. Select 42, and the group is group MN07 group. Okay, and save it. Changes are saved. Just go back. Okay, so we are done with grouping. New group, number range. Creating a new group also if we need. Selecting number range is 53. Let me save. So I selected two groups. ranges 52 and 53. Okay, so what is the next one? Now we'll configure a material group. So material group determines what type of material this is, like under a material type. So like is it a set of tablets, pharma item, or a dangerous goods, etc. We go to SPRO again, SAP reference IMG. So logistics general, material master. So after material master, instead of basic settings, we are going to settings for key fields. Okay, so here we have defined material groups. So basically material group is a key that categorizes materials or services based on shared characteristics. For example, it helps in organizing materials, streamlining procurement, and improving reporting and inventory management. Basically, it's a way to group materials that share similar attributes or usage. For example, it can include all products which are made of a specific metal, for example, gold, all grades of certain plastic, and example like electric components will be different, steel components will be different. Okay, so they are grouped accordingly. So that is what material group is exactly. Okay, so we have an option of new entry here. So I'll just click on new entry. I'll just give MN08. Material group description is MN08 M group. Let's save it. Let's go. We have done with material group M08. All right. So the next thing is we are configuring the material status. What is a material status? So basically it is a code or identifier that specifies whether a material can be used in various business processes and transactions. It essentially controls the allowed and restricted usage of material. So it helps in handling the products appropriately throughout its cycle. Uh, what happens if material status is not maintained? So if there are some goods which require some inspection and all, so restriction cannot be done. So that's the reason there is a restriction control, and there will be a life cycle management system, and there also will be a compliance. And this helps in organizing the inventory also efficiently, because a material status might be set to blocked to prevent it from being used in production or purchasing or sales orders. If it is under development, such materials cannot be used. So if we have the right status maintained, the team who is working on a new production or already available in-house production, so it helps them to categorize which materials are available for use. Okay, so we will configure the material status now. SAP SPRO reference IMG. Let me check. Logistics general material master. Logistics general material master. and settings for key fields. Status. So you have an option of define material status here. Click on execute. So if you have an option of new entries, so that means you will always create, and you can create as per your wish. So click on new entries, give some material status. So in MN new material status. Okay, so there are multiple values where you can enter. For example, if it is planned to specific settings, if you want to show an error or a warning before the material is being used, you can give this. Similarly, you have in different departments, like whenever a material is subjected to maintenance within a plant, or whenever a material is procured from the vendor and it is moving within an inventory or moving within a warehouse. So there are specific fields. For example, does a transfer requirement message require a error or a warning message before it is moved, or it does not require a message? That means it can be transported easily. And any estimation analysis is required, or any difference in the amount. Okay, then production order header message. For example, when you are creating a production order, should you get an error stating this material should be checked and used, this material is blocked. So all those things are available here, and you can configure it as per your system design requirements in within a project which you work on later. Okay, so as of now we will just create for our use one material status without maintaining anything, because we are using our material for no blocks. We are directly using it to create our procure to pay process later, and there we will show what type of blocks are there, but specifically we will not use a blocked material. So save it. Transport request prompt is there. Click on OK. So my material status is MN. MN. Okay. So let's go back. What is my next step? Okay. So now I'll configure industry sector. Simple. Industry sector. So what type of industry? Whether it's a pharma, whether it's a steel industry. It's a classification that groups materials based on specific industries they belong to. A chemical engineering or a mechanical engineering. This helps to organize material data and controlling which data fields are relevant for a specific industry. For example, if there is a liquid product such as petroleum and gas, it requires a different storage. When it's a steel product, it requires a different storage. So based upon that, all the fields in material master will be changed, and accordingly we have to configure and create a material master. Okay, so industry sector here specifically in SAP MM is used to differentiate materials based on their characteristics, requirements, and the industry they belong to. This is a simple definition of a industry sector. Okay, so we will create it slash SPRO, navigate to SAP reference IMG, navigate to logistics general. So once you use it regularly, this SPRO, you will get to know the paths quite efficiently. So under the material master segment, you have a basic settings for key field. Sorry. Basic settings. Check. Okay, sorry. Under the material master, you have to go to field selection. There is the option define industry sectors and industry specific. Define industry sectors and industry specific field section. Click on execute. You can either add a new entry here, or you can always copy. For example, click on this, you can always copy as. So I'm creating a new entry here. My industry is, I'll just put this MN. M is there, so this should be a new entry always. Okay, I'm not sure what alphabets are not being used. Let me check. K is used. K. If not, let me give back. Automobiles and just steel industry. Just put a standard one. I've already used this. Let me copy as, and then what industry I can put. Let me give some a new character. Entry already exists. Let me 0, 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, D, Z, everything is copied. You have to delete something, so or else we can use basically if the entries does not allow whatever available keypad special characters and numbers and alphabets are done, so that's the maximum you can have for industry sector. So you can give that as an industry sector. See, it is a single digits, that's the problem here. So I have already created one. You can take that as an example, and if you want to create, you can just and if the ranges are over, so I see 1 2 5 6 8 9 is there. Let me try with 3. Now let me show it off directly. 3 industrial description, I'll use it on industry. Steel. I'm just giving an example. Field reference is 001. So what is this field reference? I'll explain you. So this field helps to control the behavior and properties of fields within the various objects. Okay, so as I said, so if a liquidized product is there, if a gaseous product is there, and if a hard product is there, each one of it has got a different storage, different ways of transport. So based on that characteristics, this field reference will be set. Just click on save. Okay, 3 is available and it is allowing me. So industry is 3. Industry is 3. Okay, what is the next? I think purchasing group and purchase value key. Let me check, go back, or else I'll go to SPRO again. SPRO, SAP reference IMG. Okay, materials management, purchasing, create purchasing groups. Okay, this comes under purchasing under material master. So click on execute, click on new entries, purchase group. What I'll give MN04. It's not available and I can use it. Okay, description, new P group. Okay, if you want to enter multiple information such as telephone, etc., you can put it, but I am not using it here. I just need one purchasing group MM04. Okay, it is only 3 alphabets, so MN0. I'll save it. So purchasing group, so the name itself tells that it's a group of people or a set of a team which are responsible to carry out certain tasks and for a procurement activities for an organization. For example, if they are dealing only to procure specific set of TVs from a company X, for example Sony TV, so they will be only authorized and entitled to do only that work. Okay, group of people who are involved in purchasing activities for an organization, as simple as that. Okay, the next thing should be a purchasing value key. So purchasing group is done. Okay, so what is a purchasing value key? So basically a purchasing value key is a crucial setting so in material master. So whenever I'm creating a material in the next class, we can see that there is a field for purchasing value key. So this helps in streamlining of the product inventory and automates procurement process. So it defines some control parameters for different purchasing activities. So how can I put it is in simple terms. For example, you are expecting a product from the vendor with whom you have already had a purchase order and you are waiting for goods to come to your location. Okay, so this purchasing value key helps to determine some reminders or some under delivery or over delivery tolerances. For example, you are supposed to expect goods by Wednesday, so your system will have some reminders set before 1 week that they will be just informing via an email or a phone call that there is a scheduled delivery for this much quantity as per the agreed purchase order or a contract, and you have to deliver it. So we are just reminding you on these activities to be performed. So based upon that, before 1 week there will be one reminder call, before 3 days one reminder call, and if the delivery is scheduled for tomorrow, then there will be one more reminder call. And let's assume that while the goods are on the way or during a transit, some damage has happened to some specific goods. For example, out of 100 goods which were supposed to get delivered, only 5 goods have been damaged. So that damage percentage is also set in purchasing value key, which is called as under delivery. So for example, your under delivery tolerance is only 5%. That means you can still accept the goods because 95 percentage of your goods are proper. Okay, but if your under delivery tolerance is 5 and more than 10 or more than 5 goods are damaged, then as per the agreement and due to this purchase value key, you can still deny to take the product into your location. So similarly on over delivery, so the vendor might be pleased and he would have sent like some extra goods just to have a nice relationship with the company. So there also you will have a specific upper delivery, okay, a tolerance as well. For example, if your upper delivery tolerance is 10% and if you are supposed to receive 100, so 100 plus 10% of 100, that comes to 110. So you can maximum receive another extra 10 goods. Okay, so that is the concept of purchasing value key. So let me configure in the system slash in spro to SAP reference img. I'll go to material management. So each and every path are important here. I have used it many times, so I still get confused. So I'm sorry for that, but I have to show you the right paths. So that's the reason I'm just referring one of the PowerPoint presentation. I go to purchasing. under purchasing, under material master, and you have a define purchasing value key. You can see it here. Okay, so already there are entries which are entered by some people. So I'll click on new entries and I will put my purchasing value key. I think this is also MN1. Okay, this allows me 4 digits, so I'll put MN12. So you can see first reminder is I'll give before 7 days. Second reminder should be before 5 days. Third reminder should be before 2 days. Okay. Tolerance under delivery I'll give 4%. Tolerance over delivery I can give 6%. And minimum delivery quantity percentage etc. will be there. Standard delivery date variance, shipping instruction. You have any message or extra things to tell, like handle with care, these are sharp objects, so these things you can still maintain, but for me these are enough. If you require an acknowledgement you can tick that as well. So as of now I'll just click on save. So this is my purchasing value key MN12. Okay, so we have maintained all the important attributes which are required for a material master creation, and these will help us to create a material master in an efficient way. So we'll try to use all the I think we created industry sector. Okay, I already created it down. Delete. Okay, industry sector. We will create our data based upon whatever configurations and data we have created here. So we'll create a material master in the next class, and we'll see how these material types or number ranges actually work together and give us a proper information on creation of a material. So that's it for today's class. Let's meet in the next class. Thank you.